All right, so we drew our names out of the hat.
Yeah.
Christmas tradition.
Mom knows a lot.
I'm not going to tell you who I got, guys. I'm not going to tell you who I got.
Is one of them in the room?
One of them might be in the room.
Oh, come on.
So that might be
50-50.
That
I
might
just
be
handed mine to
special.
Mom. I didn't even look.
That might be special.
Process of elimination. I got one of the other one.
I'll tell you, it doesn't matter who you are. You know what you're getting. You're getting a T-shirt. It's going to say Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra.
Those are actually going to be coming out, I think, in the springtime.
I think springtime.
Spring
we're going to have that.
2022.
Yep, the spring line of clothing for. They call us the Breeze.
Spread the word, man.
Speaking of calling us the Breeze, guys, this is episode 21. We got a huge show for you tonight with a lot of Christmas magic sprinkled in. So definitely want to stay tuned all night long. And like I always say, there's only one way to do it. So let's get to it, guys. What do you say, Dad, Ryan? You guys want to go?
Giddy up.
I want to go. You guys want to go?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's
Giddy
go.
up and go. Giddy up and go.
Yeah.
Get them reindeer going. We got Ryan the bobblehead doll over here.
All right, guys,
Hey,
welcome. They call us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live every Thursday night from the Tiger Cage. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, catch us. You can comment. You can do everything. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get the notifications every time we do come on live. And then, of course, make sure you're checking out the Facebook.com/They Call Us The Breeze, and listen to us every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip.
Yeah, drip.
So,
drip,
we out here.
I was just thinking, you know why he sounds like a cat so much?
Why?
Because he always lands on his four paws like when we were crossing the street in Nashville.
It's true, yeah.
Who's that, me?
Yeah, because you got the best cat call. Me and Dad tried to do it.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh, I'm good.
I'm good in
Bounce
the
right
street.
back up.
I'm
All
good
right,
in the
8 more lives.
I am really good at him in the concrete jungle of fucking Nashville. Man.
Yeah, there was that episode where you were gone and me and Dad had to try to do it every time I mentioned it. It just didn't go very well.
They're like, why do you have so many bruises?
Guys, thank you so much for listening. Our audience just continues to grow, and we appreciate all of you. We've got Christmas season, so now we're going to kind of be doing that for the next few shows, of course. We're going to... all the Ask Your Dad segment for tonight, all the questions from the Ask Your Dad mailbag are Christmas-related. I went ahead and weeded through them, and I made sure we had some Christmas stuff. We have birthdays, celebrity birthdays, of course. We're going to do a little Christmas edition of Did You Know That tonight? So we got some Christmas facts you guys might not know.
Quick question. Is it not a bag for Dad? It's not a mailbag. It's a Santa's mailbag.
Well, yeah,
this season
it's red velvet.
It's a red velvet Santa's mailbag for Dad for December. Of course, it has
the white fur around the top of the bag. It has the gold cord.
Maybe I should put my John Daly look on, the mustache and beard. No,
he does look like Santa Claus.
Doesn't he?
He really does. He's
Mom asked me, she's like, "Do you know who that is?" And I was like, "I don't know who that is." And she knocks on the window, and Ryan and Dad both come, "No, that's John Daly." I was like,
burns darts, drinks beers, strokes the ball.
And that sounds like my kinds of guys. If I was going to go golfing with the dudes, I'd say that to be John Daly's. I'd say
John Daly's
would
be your kind of guy.
Yeah,
that's pretty much how we play golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. John Daly just been playing a scramble his whole life, but in a pro tournament, basically.
No shit, man.
But, well, we're glad. I mean, it's the holidays.
Just making more money than we do.
Love it.
Speaking of holidays, I decided to clean up a little bit out there in YouTube land. If you're watching, you might notice I got rid of the huge, they call me the Breeze walrus stash.
Yeah, you
I
kind
am
of
the walrus.
You let the pine needles fall off your face.
That
and
fucking
your
mustache.
whole head.
It's like Mark Twain, dude.
Now that you shaved it, you look like one of them guys in a boy band.
Well, now I have a little tight beard. I also got my hair did today.
I know.
I got my hair did. I had a little bit of
with the shave and everything. You look like a boy band guy.
Don't lie.
That's what I'm kind of going for. I'm trying to get some chickadees. You know what I'm saying? Little rockets, little snipesies.
You need to get some chickadees. You want to get you some chickadees? You need to go to Tractor Supply. They got them selling them in the back.
Well, Rem was telling me earlier that he legit tried out an audition for a Publix commercial down in Lake Wales.
I did.
That's why he got the whole cut.
That's
you're
doing the Will?
Yeah, he went down to Lake Wales.
Dixie.
I'll tell you what. I still look good in that smock after all these years because I did. That was my first job ever. I did the Publix.
Hey, Publix. Yeah. Winn-Dixie's always doing those commercials.
Oh, for the win or win-win or whatever.
You could be one of them twins. Find you a different twin.
They're trying to just compete with Publix. There's no way that
those guys are jackasses. They've got their headbands on and they're running around. They're trying to make jokes. The jokes don't land. Yeah.
I don't know who's the head of marketing on Publix, but there's a certain feel that it's a Publix commercial, and it after 3 minutes, after 3 seconds, literally within 3 or 4 seconds, it's a Publix commercial, and it.
Some are really, and the majority of them are really, really
tearjerkers, man.
Some of them are almost
Oscar winners,
like the one where the kid comes home, mom cries. Every time.
And then like he's the chef or whatever.
Just leave.
Is that what you're talking about? The one where he's a chef and they like put it off till 11 p.m. till he gets done with his shift or whatever?
Well, then she stays up late. No, she goes, I'm glad he was home from somewhere like college. I don't know where he's home from.
Right. And he brings the clothes. He's like, I got my bag of clothes. And he's like, I'd rather stay here with you. You going out with your friends? And
and he turns around and comes
and you're like, I just know this is going to be a Publix commercial. You're like, I already know.
Mom bowls. No, she doesn't. She doesn't bawl her eyes out. But
I would love nothing more.
Oh, they're sweet. They're sweet. Well, it is the holidays, you guys. And they call us the Breeze. Like I said, for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So make sure you tell your friends about us. And when you are out there telling your friends about us, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you're in Letterkenny, I think there's 5,000 people in the town of Letterkenny. And if you have one listener...
I apologize. Really I've been watching a lot of Letterkenny lately, so if I go a little squirrely Dan on you tonight, I'm just going to apologize.
Who is Letterkenny?
We'll get you into it.
We'll
get you into it.
TV show, great show,
comedy show. Yeah, and we get a Christmas present this year. December 26th, season 10 of Letterkenny is coming out. So make sure you're catching back up on all 9 seasons like Ryan and I currently are, everybody out there. And
Is this as good as Yellowstone?
It's better. They would fuck Yellowstone up.
They'd probably
had a battle,
drill some holes in Yellowstone.
Demolish them.
They'd have a Donnybrook with Yellowstone, I'd believe.
Hey there, John Dutton. Let me see you getting on the ice there, bud.
Yeah.
If you want to get on the ice, get some skates, and let's go ahead and go a little rendezvous there, bud.
I'd say they'd pull out a rifle and put the end to them boys.
Tug your fucking balls.
Nice fucking gun that you got there, John Dutton. I don't know if you can see him on the skates there, bud.
Hey, I know you guys think you got this good-ass podcast going on, but it shit sucks.
Hey,
sucks
nice powder and a little bit of rifle behind you there, bud.
Yeah, we got snipes out here, boys.
We'll snipe you.
Hey, we're going to need you to stop coming to the podcast because all the boys get distracted. It's Ferda boys.
Tarps off.
Tarps off. Tarps fucking off. You guys are fucking... What kind of backwards ass fucking pageantry is that? All right, we're done. That's Letterkenny, everybody.
Make sure that you lifted so much you got a pair of them, didn't you?
Make sure you watch Letterkenny out there if you haven't yet. We got a new season coming up December 26th on Hulu, so watch that.
We were paid to do that, Dad.
Yep, exactly. That was a whole bit. We just got paid. That was our first ad read live on the radio, and you survived it, Dad. I'm proud of you. Way to go, Dad.
Way to go, Dad.
Dazed and confused.
That's right, motherfucker. Yeah, so speaking of feeling good, I got my new look and everything. I go into the gas station, all right, and I got the same 2 ladies that usually help me out. There's usually two rows. You can go in either or row. Getting my beers for the afternoon, getting some ciggies, whatever. I get my Reese cups with my big cups with the pretzels in the middle of them because I love them out there, guys. We talk about it all the time. Well, these girls, they go, oh my God, and the one behind the register, she goes, have you ever had that one over there? And it's the Toblerone, the triangle cardboard box, Toblerone. And it's milk chocolate in little pieces, but it has like a little bit of walnuts or almonds or something in it. And
wait, so you're in a gas station, right?
And
you're trying to
Are you in a gas station or a candy store?
You're trying to check out with some sweets, and now you get recommended.
I get
on
recommended.
A display.
So I'm feeling good about myself. I got my new look. I got my, the mustaches off. I'm like, all right, where the rockets at? I'm having a good day. And the one goes, have you ever had that Toblerone? Out there in listener land, you guys probably know what I'm talking about.
I know about Toblerone. Ezra Koenig from Vampire Weekend has a picture on his Instagram with a huge thing of Toblerones.
Okay, well, either way, I had never had one before, and the lady behind the counter goes, you got to try that. You got to try that. Well, the other girl that's sometimes there and checks me out, she was just kind of like cleaning things up around the area that the Toblerone was at, and she picks it up and she throws it on the counter and she goes, yep, you're taking that home with you. And I was like, no, I don't need that. I don't want that. And they're like, no. They're like,
is it Julie's go?
They're like, this is on us. You're taking it home. Next time you come in, you let us know what you thought. I got free candy today at the gas station, you guys. Just
generally
like,
you'll see like good. Dad, like when you go to a gas station, you see the one person that's like snaking out by the registers, and they're like the Camel reps. And they see you and they ask you and they go, "What are you smoking, by the way?" And let me print off some.
Not American spirits. I'll fucking tell you that.
Jeremy has candy reps in there, like. Would you want?
Where's the person at the beer cave?
It was nice. Yeah, exactly. Where was the girl handing out free tall boys? Hey, have you ever tried Red's Apple Ale? No, I haven't tried it. Well,
did they take you in the back?
I haven't
of the
tried
alley?
that one, and I haven't tried that one, and I haven't tried that one. Why don't you fix me up a six pack to try?
Yeah.
I'll report back to you.
Take you in the alley.
That'd be
ask
nice.
for the gobstopper recipe. What happened?
No, yes. What was his name? Not Squidward. Wordsworth.
Man, yeah, Wordsworth. That's.
Are you talking about Charlie and the Chocolate
Wormsworth?
Yeah, the guy that Wormsworth that was in the alley that's trying to figure out the gobstopper recipe.
Oh, with the glasses.
So each time a kid wins a ticket, he shows up. God, I know I'm butchering his name. The guy with the glasses.
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
I will take.
I think it was Wormsworth or something like that.
Could have been.
If you're listening right now and
he was actually
comment below,
he was actually
let me know.
employed.
Call in. Text us on
he was
the.
employed by Willy Wonka to see if the kids were good or not.
Yeah, he was like Snake. Yeah.
Yeah, text us on the what do they call it? The text line to the Breeze Show.
Oh yeah.
So what else happens in that gas station that you go to? Because I feel like you guys are playing Prices Right. I don't know what you guys are doing. Is there
that gas station's not the same gas station as I previously mentioned before that sells alcohol after midnight, but it's still a fun gas station. I like my gas station there. They got the 18 packs of Busch, and they usually have both kinds. So if I'm feeling frisky, I can do the what are they? The camo cans here. We got the camo cans.
Yep.
Or if I just want to keep it all natural or blue and gold, I can also buy the blue and gold. I'll usually buy myself, like I said, a couple, 2, 3, 4 big Reese cups there. And then they got the Snyder's honey mustard pretzel pizzas. That's important.
Do you buy the camo cans so that when you're out on the city street at night drinking, nobody can see the can?
Well, no. Just like
when you toss it, right?
Once you put it in the brown bag, they can't see it. That was an episode of Simpsons.
So it's even harder.
Chief Wiggums was standing outside, and he was driving past Moe's, and all the boys were outside. And they were drinking beers. I will have
to say, though,
he goes, "Hey, you're not allowed to have those beers out here." And they all slip them into paper bags, and he goes, "Hey, where'd all those beers go?"
Oh.
I don't know what Busch is doing, but they don't have a holiday, because if I'm looking at Dad's Budweisers right now, they have the.
So let's get a shot of that, Dad. Let me get that closed one
red,
right here.
They have the green.
Hold that up for everybody real quick.
They have the plaid.
So it's kind of plaid.
There's got 4 of them.
It's almost like your old mugs that you used to get from
They're probably going to change them, because we first got these when me and Mom went somewhere, and they said collect all 4 of the
But I'll tell you, wherever Busch is at, all they're still running is camo right now.
Well, it's still deer hunting season right now. So
is it never Christmas season for them? Because I'm not behind a company that doesn't really care to promo a little bit of. If they're willing to promo.
All right, you son of a bitch. Here's the deal. For Busch beer drinkers, it's Christmas season every day of the year.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You have a bounty of a banquet in your hand and in your can and in your koozie if you're lucky. And if that koozie also happens to be a Tampa Bay Lightning koozie, you're even luckier. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it'd be better if it was what they call us a breeze koozie. That would be spring.
Bravo, Romeo.
You can get it springtime.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
probably
march
in that
out
bag.
this.
I probably put it in that bag over there.
What, the boys are buzzing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why I throw all the coolies in that thing.
Yeah, like I said, we got plenty of show for you guys tonight. Like I said, we're going to do celebrity birthdays, of course. We're going to do the Christmas edition of Go Ask Your Dad and the Christmas edition of Did You Know That? But we have a couple other topics tonight. We're going to do 3 jobs we think we could do. Each of us are going to name 3 jobs that we think we could do. And it can't be really based off of like our talents necessarily or already hobbies or whatever. Just random ass jobs.
So don't go... So jobs that you don't want your passions to be about, just anything that we have,
exactly.
Right? And it don't.
And then going with the Christmas theme, we're going to speak about that one toy that got away. The one toy maybe we asked for several times and never got as a child during Christmas. The one toy that got away. And I'm just getting a text from our producer, Mom. It is Mr. Slugworth. Slugworth was his name.
Slugworth was the name of Willy Wonka.
Wormsworth?
Okay.
Worm? Slug? Slug? Worm?
Slugsworth, you're right.
Slugsworth. So yeah, thanks for that text, Mom.
That's our producer.
Slug.
Thank you, T.
Yep, thanks, producer T. All right, guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 21. We're going to take a quick little break. We're going to throw some darts, and we're going to come back with so much more show. Celebrity birthday is coming up next, and Dad is only 5 points behind, where he was 7 points behind last week. So he's making this comeback.
2 double bubbles.
That's right. That's all you need, bud. Guys, we're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say?
I'm on deck, baby. I'm ready to slam it out of the park.
Dad, let's hear it.
Yeah. You can't hit a curveball.
That's right.
Tebow.
He couldn't catch a cold. All right, guys.
That's right.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra live from the Tiger Cave.
Welcome back.
That's right. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. They Call Us the Breeze. Apparently, you have to put an exclamation mark, or not an apostrophe.
You still?
Between E and S to get the live feed. I'm going to work on that.
I'll
That's
talk to Mr.
Weird.
Apple about this.
But of course, you could all, So, Mom, the reason Mom hasn't been able to find us on the YouTube channel recently, at least on the Roku TV, is you got to put the apostrophe S for They Call Us the Breeze, apparently.
BRE''S?
Yeah.
Really?
So all of a sudden,
that would have to
worrying
be
about
something
apostrophes?
you set up, right?
So it's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, apostrophe, Sierra, apparently.
So, like, people can get
Is
away
that
with
something
text.
that you typed in that...
Well, yeah, because, I mean, like, breasts, if it's BRES, it's just breasts. So you have to add this, and it doesn't make grammatical sense for me to put it there, but it's there for the anyways.
No
guys,
one knows grammatical these days.
Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze.
Automatica Grammatical?
That's right, Automatica Grammatica, guys. It's They Call Us the Breeze, episode 21.
Uprights, baby.
As of right now, Dad is only behind 5 points. He was behind 7 points earlier in the show previous. Make sure you check that out, episode 20. That was a big milestone for us. We were surprised we could deal with each other's asses for 20 episodes. So big ups to us. But it's time to do birthdays, so let's do it, guys.
Fast.
Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There's no birthday party for you here.
All right, guys.
Oh, I got the sneak.
It is time for celebrity birthdays. Like I said, Dad is down 5 points, but he's going to get some double bubbles
3
tonight.
questions and I'm back on
He's
top.
going to get some double bubbles tonight. Exactly. Very first birthday we have a very Mr. Cyrus Grissom. Happy birthday goes out to John Malkovich.
Just
All
like
right.
a little guy coming in for
He's
a quickie,
an older
Mike.
guy. I know who that is.
John Malkovich. My favorite, Cyrus Grissom. Con Air.
The one with Nicolas Cage and...
That's what I'm saying. Con Air. Yeah, exactly.
No way,
No. That
KGB,
was with the airplane,
the Rounders,
right?
bro.
No, I'm talking about the one where they go out up the river and they're looking for... Well, he's living up the river. And they go up there and they snatch him. He was like living off the grid. And they end up getting in a shootout in a New York City street or something like that.
Huh. I'm not sure, but...
Did you know that he has a very exclusive clothing line that he does?
I did not know that.
He does
Anyway,
scarves. He does
I'm going to guess
ties.
he's probably 66 years old.
That's a 66.
That might be a little old, but I'm going to... Okay, let's go with 62.
62. Ryan, what do you got?
Look. All right. I know KGB. All right. He already knocked my leg out first inning. All right. KGB, by the way, Rounders. That's my favorite role with John Malkovich.
Oh, yeah.
With Matt Damon.
Get this man his money.
Pay
Anyway,
the
how old
man
do you
his money.
think that he
I
is?
think he's going to be 70.
70? And Dad said 62 he landed on? Dad, you should have went with 66 because you guys could have split it. He is actually 68 years old today.
Oh, yeah. Pay the man his money.
Pay the man
Should've
his
went with
money.
my first gut feeling.
Yep, exactly. I wish you wouldn't change.
Now I'm down 3.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. All right, next birthday we have up. Dad'll definitely know this one. Big fan, Dad is. Mr. Simon Helberg. All right, Big Bang Theory. Not Leonard. Not Sheldon. But
The
dude with the
Asian or the Spanish
bowl cut?
or the Indian?
no, the Jewish kid.
Oh, the kid with the bowl cut?
What was his name?
Oh, Howard.
Howard. Simon Helberg.
Howard. How old would Howard be?
All right. Ryan can go first.
I don't know because they
Ryan.
always look the same on the show.
I'm gonna go-
Mom watches it every night.
I'm going to go 40.
Ryan's going to go 40. Dad, what do
40,
you got?
40? Is that what
I'm
you
going
said?
to go 40 years old.
41.
Double bubble for Dad.
You son of a gun.
Double. I knew he'd get the Big Bang Theory one. I knew.
All right, now I'm down one, right?
Hey,
Leonard.
I'm not keeping score as we go.
No, well, you just tied. We're washed for the.
No,
because
you're
I
was
one.
down 2.
Yeah, you're up 1.
You got it up 3, and
you're
then
up 1.
that just got me back with the 1.
Yeah, so you're within 4.
Well, you got your double bubble, man. I'm proud of you. He might know this one a little better than you too, Ryan. Sorry, Donny Osmond.
Whoa. You know, Donny Osmond came out when
I'm a little bit country.
I mean, but no, when the Osmond brothers, I was in grade school, and that was in the 60s.
The Osmond twins. It was Donnie and Marie.
No, Donny Osmond came out with the Osmond brothers.
Ooh.
In this. What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Can they hear the ringtone come in?
They can, so I'm gonna have to cut that out. I don't. Yeah.
Who's calling?
I don't know if this person knows that they're calling. During the show.
It's Crumpus.
Okay,
no, I'm just
60s.
kidding. I'm kidding.
It's somebody we all know, and I don't know. I don't think.
I'm gonna say Donny Osmond is.
Dog, always holiday season. What's up with you guys?
He's got to be about 73.
Dad says Donny Osmond is 73. Ryan, what do you think? Donnie and Marie Osmond.
I'm going to go 75.
Dad's going to get it. You guys way overshot it, but he is actually 64, so Dad gets the point.
Really? Maybe I'm thinking of Michael Jackson. How old would Michael Jackson be?
I'm not sure.
Because I know those guys.
Say what?
Well,
Probably
I'm
around
just
the
saying
same.
those bands, those were the first
got
boy
you.
bands. They came out like, I know I was in grade school when those guys came out.
Osmonds came out in like the 70s, and then
Then Jackson 5 must have came out in the 60s or early.
probably 70s, Motown.
I'm sure I
73,
wasn't in
4.
high school at the time.
Well, a good job to you, Dad. A good job to you, man.
Okay, tied. We're tied.
All right. This one, kind of a free-for-all. We'll see who gets this one. Bob Dylan's son, Mr. Jacob Dylan. All right, so he was the lead singer / writer for the Wallflowers. They had an album with a couple hits on it.
One headlight.
They had with one headlight, and I actually got to see them with Counting Crows. They opened for Counting Crows. This was about mid-90s, maybe 96, 97 at the latest.
Bob Dylan's son.
Bob Dylan's
Just
son.
think about that.
But he had like a radio hit back in like the mid to late 90s. And yeah, he's Bob Dylan's son. So Ryan would be up first on this one.
I'm going to go that he's 48.
Ryan says 48. Dad, what do you say?
49.
Dad's going to get it.
Why are
he
you
is,
doing the freaking dudes?
He's 52. He's 52. So Dad's
my
going to get the
gosh,
point.
man.
Dad's going to get the point. He's got
I'm
one.
like the one guy right now in goddamn fucking Price is Right where like the dude just keeps getting on the showcase and I just been hanging.
Ryan's got 2 so far, and Dad's got 4 so far just in this game alone. So
You suck.
There we go, guys. The final
Up one.
The
Go ahead.
final birthday.
Go ahead. I'll go one number over you. Go.
The drummer for Green Day. Very happy birthday, Mr. Trey Cool.
And I know you guys watched it back when you guys were a kid. I don't know, 43?
All right, Dad says 43. Ryan, what do you say?
45.
Ryan's going to get it. He's
For sure.
actually
50
49.
something?
All of them, one of them is 50 and the other 2 are 49 today. So they're all turning 50 this year. Like, that's the funny thing. I saw a meme that said, hey, everyone in Green Day is turning 50 this year. How old do you feel? I was just like, shit. Well, good job, guys. Very, very, very good job.
There we
tonight.
go into next week tied.
I like it. I like it, man. I like it.
So,
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
So actually, Dad
I
got
just
4
erased the
points, and
2-point lead.
Ryan got what? 3 points?
I
2
got 3
points less than
I got
I
3
got.
points, yes. Yeah, and like what have we decided on? What's the point that we go to? And what have we decided
No,
on?
it's gonna be 100, but I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I'm gonna put you guys up to
all you listeners out there.
whoever
if
does
you
it-
have an idea.
I think at the end we have to joust or sword fight or something.
Yeah, if any of you want to chime in, and if you guys have any idea
Any
of what you think
suggestions,
we
yeah.
should do for 100 little split,
We'll
all
have,
ears
we'll have to jump in Trent's pool and have a wrestling match or something.
with Trent.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Guys, it's about Christmas time. Chrysler time. It's about Chrysler time.
Merry Chrysler.
You know, Merry Chrysler out there in listener land. By the time you hear this, you're going to be about 2 weeks away from Christmas. We're very excited. We're having a great time. We got all the decorations up. I'm afraid to bring Benny up over here because I know he's just going to fucking go nuts with the
climb that tree.
The tree and the stockings and everything. I just know he's going to go nuts with that stuff.
Are you thinking about putting up a little mini tree for your house? Like, what are you thinking?
No, I haven't done anything.
Because of Benny or no?
No, I haven't. Before Benny, I hadn't done anything. I've been there basically two Christmases now, and I haven't done anything because it's just a tiny ass apartment, man. I mean, there's nothing, really.
All right,
but
it's 2021 BB.
Oh, can I ask you guys a question? So I was thinking about maybe doing Christmas lights this weekend. Is that too late in the game? Should I just call it?
No.
Okay.
This is the first time Mom and I put a tree. We always wait till 2 weeks
so it's not
before
too
Christmas.
late in the game. Okay.
And we just happened to go out and buy a tree because we were up in Massachusetts and Danny. Well, Ann and Mom went and got a tree. They started dragging shit out of the basement, stringing the lights, and Dan was like, we should get a tree tomorrow. So we called Zach and borrow his truck. So Ann and Mom went and got a tree. And so it's like,
all right.
I guess we'll do that when we get home for Thanksgiving weekend.
I didn't know if there was a rule. Like, obviously, I started way too early on the inside of the house.
We usually wait till 2 weeks before.
Okay, perfect. So this weekend, I'll hang some icicles. I'll do a couple of those beams when you walk into the house, and then we'll be good, I think,
Dive as fuck.
Yeah, no.
Maybe we'll double check.
Yeah, no. Think about it like this. You don't have to take the decorations down until New Year's Day. I mean, technically.
Or Easter and change the colors of the bulbs.
Well, that
never
seems like
done
a lot of
that.
work.
You can just turn them off and never turn them on, and then just like, oh, what's that? Oh, it's decorations. It looks like little bulbs.
Well, you could be like that one house where we come from in St. Pete. That's by the old Publix, right? On First Street that always has them going
all
365.
Oh, yeah. Nope. I know exactly what you're talking about. Right there on First. Yep.
Some people don't ever take them down.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I used to do it.
They finally got on the news.
Yeah, me and Shafe used to do some bush wrappings there when we had that house in Gulfport. We would do some things. We hung some icicles a couple times together.
You wrapped some bush?
We wrapped some bush. But speaking of Christmas,
was that like wrapped lights around?
Like, the netting.
Foliage out in the yard, or
like your hedges.
Or you went down and hunted girls and went.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you're here out here first. Dad just dropped the mic. But yeah, speaking of Christmas, I was thinking the other day, I was trying to remember exactly what it was called. But there was always one toy that got away, right? The toy that got away.
Of course,
the one
there's
toy
always
that you
one.
wanted, the one toy you begged for, the one toy you asked for Santa every single year, and then maybe even asked for it after you knew Santa wasn't real, but you still remained asking for it. I used to tell Mom, be like, Mom, it was the Fisher-Price 3-in-1 tournament table, and the commercial, and it was a pool table, and then you flipped it, and it was a not air hockey. It wasn't air hockey because there was no actual air. It was a paddle hockey table. And then it was also a ping pong table. But of course, I've heard terrible stories about how bad it sucked. So I'm glad you guys never wasted your money on it. But I asked for that thing for like 4 or 5 years in a row. Mom was like, I don't remember that. When you guys moved out of your house in Shore Acres, and Mom had us going through all those bins with all the memories and different things.
You had it listed.
There was a sealed envelope to Santa Claus from me, and I opened it up. I said, if this talks about the 3-in-1 Fisher-Price,
that's why I didn't get it.
I'm going to shit my pants.
Mom threw it away.
I kid you not, dude.
The bed.
I opened that thing.
No way.
I opened that thing, and Theron was sitting right there with me, and I opened that thing and literally read it. It's like, Dear Santa, can I please? I'm asking once. It's like the Bernie Sanders.
What year
meme.
do you think this was dated?
Well, the toy came out. I was researching it. The toy came out in 92.
I was doing a little bit of research.
So I was about 7, maybe 8 when I started asking for it, and I probably asked for it about 4 years in a row and didn't get it. And I'm thankful again that I didn't because, we got better shit. We got like Nintendo and, stuff like that. But this thing was apparently a big piece of shit. But that was the one toy that got away. And I was able to prove to Mom that I had asked for it several times by opening that envelope.
We have a pool table, Jeremy. Okay, you want a ping pong table? We can just
At that point we'd only been in Shore Acres for 3 years. We did not have the back room. We did not have a pool table. We did not have.
Oh, so you're just like trying to recreate like Dayton, Ohio vibes?
Yeah, I was just trying. I was like, let's go, dude.
That reminds me of when I was like 5. I always liked the weather. Weather and watching the weather and this and that and the other. I always wanted a weather balloon. And one Christmas I finally got one. And
what is a weather balloon? For real?
You know, like it tethers way up in the atmosphere, and they collect data from wind speed and you know, and
quite the young scientist you were.
I know, and I was finally got it.
Was
for
this
Christmas.
any close to like Dorothy from Twister?
No. I mean, it's true. I mean, they still use them today, and I finally got it. You know, and you know they were reading the instructions and everything, and it was like, okay, then you gotta fill it with helium, and then seal the bottom of it, and then you got to tie the string to it to where you're tethering it up. And I remember my parents, you know, and watching them, and it was like, oh, I was so excited. I finally got my weather balloon, and I was watching my dad, and he's like, all right, give me the helium nozzle, and they filled it up.
How
and he goes,
who had helium?
Was like, huh?
Who had
they just
helium?
had helium hanging around.
Yeah, like, well, you just go down and buy it down at the camp.
So they filled it up down in the store.
And then here, hold this string, Kathy. And Mom was holding the strings, and Dad was filling it up with helium, and he goes, okay. And then he goes, hand me that string. And he handed the helium balloon to Vent, and he goes, hold on a second. Kathy, give me that string. I got to tie a rope to the end of the
let it
balloon.
go.
So that we can let it up for 300 or 400 or 500 feet. And she hands him a string. He goes, where's that balloon, Vent? And he is looking up in the sky.
That's the saddest story I've ever heard, dude. So not only did you get that's literally the toy that got away.
He's the best.
That's literally the toy that got away. You had the toy, and then Vinton let it go, and it floated up. Oh my gosh, Dad. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
And it's not like you have a balloon.
Does he remember this? Have you ever talked about this with him?
No, because I just made the whole thing up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You punk. You punked me, Ashton Kutcher.
Oh,
man.
That's right. Jesus, good job, Dad. All right, maybe a toy that you want. I would have no idea.
I can't think of any toy that I really wanted that I didn't get, you know. You know.
I'm still impressed by your guys. Your cunning attempt to trick us.
I mean, that was very
well.
Good.
I can't think of anything.
You played us like a fiddle, dude. I was like, wait, on top of the mountain? Like where?
I cried.
Also,
I
what
laughed.
store has helium on top of the mountain? Or like, you weren't at the mountain at that time, but I was like, yeah.
Apparently, we're going to check the temperature on Mars because that thing's gone.
Well, I never had a helium balloon, but I always wanted a dog. I always wanted a dog for Christmas.
You were steady asking for a dog for years.
For
6
years, man.
Nope.
6 years, man.
Nope.
And then...
Nope.
Well, because we had one before you were born. Or, I mean, maybe right around the time you were born.
And I guess there was some kind of story growing up about how this guy...
We lived next
caught
to
on a
railroad
fence.
tracks.
I heard he got caught in a fence and he never was able to or he got loose. There were so many different stories that I heard about how this dog got rid of.
a coyote got him or something.
You see what I'm saying? They still are not telling me the story. Is it because he was snapping at the dog?
I actually have no idea that. I have no idea why the dog left.
I think it was a hunting accident.
Was it because I was crawling around and there's just a dog eye level with me and it was like time to go?
Probably, but it was like a
it wasn't a bloodhound or something. What kind of dog did you guys have?
It's like a tiny bloodhound. It looked like a bloodhound. It had floppy ears. Robbie was its name.
Oh, we did have Robbie, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dad's
yeah.
He has that, and I'm like, am I making this whole thing up?
No,
dude?
the thing
I'm
was,
starting to really
Robbie had so many fleas and everything and we couldn't control it, so we had to get rid of it. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
I guess I
ain't making that up. That's true.
I don't want to know what
because
get
Ryan
rid
was
of it
just
means.
Born. No, we gave it back
So
to
you
the
are
people
fucking-
that they gave it to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
a John Dutton from Yellowstone, aren't you?
Took her out back and shot her.
No, I didn't take her out back, shot her, but you know that cliff.
Well, then eventually
on the side
you
over
asked
there,
for
And
years.
then eventually
I think
we
she
ended
fell
up
over that cliff.
Yeah, we ended up we had Cam.
We had Cammy.
we
gave
did.
birth to Cammy.
I forgot about Robbie, but yeah.
Poor Robbie. He never forgot about you.
Well,
Dad.
we didn't have her very long because we got her right before you were born, and you would be.
Oh, she was a she?
Yeah.
Yep. And
Batman and Robin, but we called her Robbie.
You remember where Dave had? You remember where Dave?
Now everything's starting to.
You remember where
together.
Dave Hadley used to live on the corner?
For sure. Yeah.
After he
Chancellor.
left. Yep.
Yeah.
Right across the street there, they had like 3 or 4 of them, and we got one. And then the fleas were so bad that it was like, because we had you like right shortly after we moved down here, and it was like, yeah, we're not having fleas in that carpet with a baby crawling around, so we got rid of her.
Thanks a pant load, Ryan.
Come on, Robin.
My bad, but
Thanks,
Robin.
sorry, Robbie.
Come on,
I
me and
guarantee
you's
you it's okay.
Me and you's going on a hunting
I have
trip.
no hair on me at that point.
Well, you got
You're
your
okay.
you got your cami anyway, so you win.
We
Yeah.
love the camera.
Yeah.
I love her.
Exactly.
I love her.
And my toy was.
I wonder if she listens. You
My
think
toy
she
was
listens
crap
to me?
anyway, and Dad's toy was just totally make believe, guys. It's they call us the Breeze. We're going to take a little bit of a halftime break. We got plenty more show coming up. The next thing we're going to talk about, make sure you're here for this. 3 jobs we each think we could do. I can't wait to hear you guys'
Wait to
answers.
shut you guys down.
Oh, absolutely.
I bet one of you 2 guys.
Okay, all right there. All right, we're going to throw some darts. We'll be right back. Ryan, what do you say?
Chippendales.
Chippendales.
That's out the window.
Oh, all right.
Chippendales.
Well,
That's
guys,
almost where I was going to go.
all right. Well, don't go anywhere, guys. We'll see you very soon. We'll see you. Bye.
Catch ya.
I could be a lingerie salesman on Dale Mabry Highway.
Blow the lid off the joint.
Guys, welcome back. It's They Call Us the
Oh, yeah.
Breeze, live from the Tiger Cage. Episode 21. Welcome. I'm glad to have you guys. I hope you guys are out there having as much fun as we are right here in the Tiger Cage. We do this every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you watch us live on YouTube to get all the extra show. You get some extra show. And then, of course, if you aren't available live Thursday night, make sure you check out the podcast everywhere. You get your podcast drip every Monday. That comes out midnight. Yeah, definitely. And then, of course, catch the YouTube replay and all that good stuff. Keep your eyes on the page, guys. Make sure you like Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze, because we're constantly posting memes, and we have a lot of Christmas stuff coming up soon, so you don't want to miss out on that. And thank you guys for being out of here, guys. What do
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Tell your friends.
Thank you for
Tell
having
your friends.
us. Thank you for having us.
The more the merrier, and
We're
eventually
waiting-
you're going to have we want to have you guys calling in and asking us questions.
And we're
stuff live,
waiting
and
to have you kick us out, by the way. I mean, we've been here 21 episodes. We're
kick
just,
us out of your radio or your.
All right, fine. We'll
Thanks
do
for the
that.
hospitality, brother.
We
Hey,
appreciate
brother.
it. We're still rolling on. We're still rolling on. And you know what?
Let's get drunk.
Yeah, we're going to try on that.
That's right,
We
guys.
do it.
Got the
They Call Us
holidays
Breeze.
coming up.
Exactly. With the holidays coming up, we've talked
blur
about
days.
all sorts of different things. But you know what? One thing I wanted to get into tonight, I was trying to think, if I lost my job tomorrow, what are 3 jobs I think I could pull off doing? And I sent out the homework to the boys, and we're going to talk a little bit about that right now. My first job on my list of jobs I think I could probably do, I was thinking pretty morbidly. I was bored as fuck.
coroner?
I was bored as fuck, sitting around and thinking about all this morbid stuff. First thing I thought of was like an undertaker, and I was
Like a mortician
Yeah, a mortician, right? I mean,
well, not
or a
necessarily-
wrestling.
like
a wrestling.
Are you talking about Night Shift with Michael Keaton?
I was thinking about like being the actual grave digger, for the gravesites, and I'm like, no, that's a lot of physical work, and I'm
no,
not
it's
a
done
big
with
guy.
a tractor.
I'm not a big guy. Well, no, I'd like to think that they're still out there with shovels. You know what I mean? And singing songs and telling jokes and smoking cigarettes or little cigars or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a little bit too heavy lifting for me. So my next thought was not mortician, which is after the coroner.
So you're still
So
going
you want
to
to work for the county? You want to be the county medical coroner?
I want when they come into the morgue, and I got to figure out what the cause of death is. Now, I don't want to go like on the scene because I don't do well with blood. So I want it after.
Well, you wouldn't be on the
You
scene.
want to? Yeah, you want to have to deal with
That's
blood.
for detectives.
Yeah, I want to see
Cold
the guy.
blue bodies.
I want the cold blue bodies. I want to embalm them, do whatever I got to do. I got to figure out the cause of death. Blah blah blah. No, the mortician wouldn't be the one embalming.
And sometimes that job would be easier than others. If you think about the Valentine's Day massacre back in the 20s in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy got shot.
Ooh, let me ask.
Looks like a bullet wound to me. Better
Looks
do
like about 18 bullet wounds.
You guys want to do cocaine about it?
Let me ask you a question, right? If you were to have that job, and if say, the mafia comes over and they're like, Remy, don't even worry about this body. Would you be corrupt enough to...
Oh, I'd be so corrupt, dude. If you wanted to pay
would
me
you
off.
fudge those
Well, it's
papers?
either that or it's like they're going to be two bodies. You got a choice.
Yeah. Like,
Hey,
would you
got
be
a
that
choice
corrupt
here.
mortician?
You forget about that body or there's going to be two.
Is there that kind of little, I guess, honeymoon phase that you love about it too, where it's like there's a way that you can kind of get corrupt with it?
It's always
well, you know what? That's going to be a smelly ass job too.
Ayo.
a lot of formaldehyde. You're right. A lot of smells. And
No, I'm talking about a decaying body too.
Absolutely. But, you get into those movies or those TV shows where there's always like, for some reason, they need to get into the coroner's office to see a dead body. They're like, you want to have sex with it?
I don't think I could put some.
They're like, you want to have sex with it? And they're like, no. And he's like, listen, I know what you're going to do. It's $100 per person.
Oh, you're talking about Kill Bill stuff?
And you get...
Oh, that's
you
ridiculous.
get an hour with the body and blah blah blah. So you never know. I mean,
You're
like I could be
That's
for
disgusting.
not that
I'm
corrupt.
kidding.
I'm talking about like, hey, buddy,
There-
they burned down a
there's not
casino.
enough
I'm talking
Vicks
like
vapor rub on the planet to put under my nose to put up some of that stench.
So Ryan's basically talking about if the mafia wants to hide
and
the
you're
real
going
reason
more
for
Kill
death.
Bill.
If the mafia wants to hide a body, it'll never end up in the coroner's office in the first
be
place.
swimming with
Hey,
the
if the,
fishes.
hey, if the
see?
mob needs a if the mob needs to hide a body, why don't you just go ahead and
So
drop
Dad,
them
what
off at
about
St.
you?
Pete?
What's your first job there? You think you might be able to do?
Oh, I know. I could be able to do like construction work, build houses or something like that. Carpentry,
A-frame, all that
carpentry,
stuff, all
whatever.
that stuff,
Carpentry,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Probably the whole damn house.
I know how to drive
You'd
in
be
there.
very good at it.
So can you build? You think you'd be able to build one from like the ground up with enough guys, and you
Oh, yeah,
could
absolutely.
could you be the foreman and maybe design this house if you had to?
Well, walls are
Walls.
16-inch on square or 24-inch on square, and frame it up and put a roof on it. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it ain't rocket science or brain surgery.
or brain science or rocket surgery.
This is true.
And anybody, you could probably go online today and say, if you wanted to build, say, a 24,000 square foot home, let's say a single family ranch on a slab with wood frame, it can't be that hard.
No. Okay. All right, man.
It's
Hey,
there's
what do you
studs
do?
all
You
down
just
through there.
press the ground, make sure it's sturdy, get the
Well,
foundation going.
what
then
you
just
would do
build
is
it up.
you'd where your wall's going to be, you'd pour a footer all around the perimeter, and then you'd
screw your
fill,
footers.
and then you put a
Headers or footers?
Well, that just holds the weight of the walls and the roof
yeah.
and everything, and then you then you would pour, do your plumbing and everything like that before you pour the floor or whatever. Have it stoved up,
I think we could do this. I think this is.
You know what? It's like building that
Kinda
shed
how
that
you
we
did the
had in
back
Shore
room?
Acres. When we built that shed, I just built that right off the top of my head without drawing it up. I said, okay, this wall's going to be that long. This wall's going to be that way. I'm going to put a door in there. I'm going to build
That was
these
a
rafters.
sweet shed, by the way. That was a pretty cool shed.
100%, absolutely. So that's a bucket list item now for me. I want to get to a point where we have a little plot of land somewhere and we build a house. The three of us, we figure it out.
Okay.
We could build a small
go
stick
baby
house, yeah, with no
steps,
problem.
and we could turn out a tree house like you see on Discovery Channel. They do the tree house kind of deals. If we can get a tree house,
That is so bullshit.
No, it's not. How is it bullshit? They build it in front of your eyes.
A lot
To
of
me-
camera tricks.
Well,
To me, a tree house is,
you
the
mean
Disney
that's not
Robinson,
a true
absolutely
tree house?
no 4x4
Swiss
on the
Family
ground.
Robinson.
Everything's
Swiss
got to
Family
be in the
Robinson.
branches only. To
Yeah.
me, as a tree
Oh,
house.
and you want the kind of
No, he's
walking
right.
on eggshells that
A
it can
tree house
fall
is
at
built in
any
a
time.
tree.
A clubhouse is just built.
A clubhouse is
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm saying.
4x4s
But
or
you've seen the
6x6s
Discovery-
in the ground supporting it. A tree house is supported by tree limbs only.
But you've seen the Discovery Channel.
I
the
watch it all the
Treehouse
time.
Masters?
Yeah, and it's bullshit. That
No,
ain't a tree
it's
house.
not. I'm gonna hire him to come in the backyard and just build one in the trees. And you know what? You're gonna sit here and marvel.
There's
my
a
friend.
4x4
You're
or
gonna sit here-
6x4. Do
And
not
I don't
put
know.
a post in the ground.
I don't know if you've seen
You're cheating.
I don't know if you've seen the episode, but he is
Didn't know
such
we
a
were
nice
going to go
guy.
on this tangent, did you?
He is such a nice guy that he's gonna have beers with you. He's gonna, because I don't know if you've seen this dude.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a very good guy. And I can probably open this up here, and you're like,
they think it's a tree house. It ain't a damn tree house.
All right, so Dad would be a construction worker. Ryan, what do you think? You got, man?
All right, so
don't be no tree house builder.
You know, like how they do the crosswalks or whatever, any kind of city pavement where you have to spray.
Well, you're real good at crosswalks, so
that's that cop in Nashville. I'm good.
So you want to be the guy that just rolls the little fucking wheelie with the yellow paint, and just sprays.
You want to spray the crosswalk, or you want to do the little wheel thing and put the line to show them where to spray?
Now I ask you this:
the more you say that, I'm like, yeah, I kind of want that because it's comfort when I follow my own fucking work, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, are you going to be the guy that when there's a bicycle parked on like the side of the curb, you go around the shape of the bicycle?
Kind of dude.
It's not a straight line, but it's like you just go around this thing.
Or him laying in the street that night.
Man, but I see these videos and legit, I'm like,
it's calming.
It's very calming. I'm like,
to watch it happen.
Absolutely. I was like, if I can get paid $50,000-$60,000 a year just to spray shit,
those guys are not getting $50,000-$60,000 a year.
You could be.
Absolutely, you could be.
Yeah, you could. If you're getting
good, dude.
Well, hell yeah,
especially
you
that
could
talent,
if you
especially
do
that kind of talent.
Are you talking about?
There's not a lot
stripes?
of people that are able to color inside the lines, dude.
Well, guess what? They just did at work we thought they were going to build a sidewalk, and what they did is, and today's Thursday. This was Tuesday night. It's funny because Chris yesterday goes, when did they do that? Did I miss this?
See what I'm saying?
And they went and made it like a crosswalk and curved it and up the thing
they're
over to the metals.
They're like
and
little
it's just
elves.
Yellow. I was like,
well, they're like they're like graffiti artists, but
like
they
little
get paid.
Oh, they
for
got
the
a machine
city.
just like they do the street.
No, I know, but like no one notices.
They stamped a bunch of chalk lines, and I was like,
they do it at like 2:00 in the morning, like Banksy.
if those guys
they're the ultimate flex on graffiti artists.
I know what I'm going to do when I retire. Those guys are getting $1,000 to paint those yellow lines from there to there. I'm going to buy one of those sprayers. I'll do that. That's
nothing, dude.
I thought it was a lower salary than that.
Look,
I apologize.
Well, I don't know. I mean, okay, we hire you to come over.
Now let me ask you this question, Dad. They say, okay, you have a crosswalk. You have literally an intersection. Let's think about going up 62nd Avenue where the old Payless is at, and you have to do a crosswalk that whole corner, right? So you're looking at the Checkers, the Payless, to the gas station, to that whole
For the city probably does it, but if
they give you that 2 days. You can get it done in 2 hours.
I do it exactly.
There,
you
right?
do it overnight. You do it overnight.
Mike would have the entire city painted about 3 days.
Boom.
You know what I mean? Done.
Boom. Yeah.
He's like, I don't understand what's so hard. I don't understand what's setting him back.
He's like, you
Shit,
guys are
Teresa, I
wasting
said I was going to work 2 or 3 days a week. Yeah, I'm going to work 2 or 3 days a month.
And
At this rate.
That's your job. When you retire, you get
Exactly. I'm buying me a damn spraying machine.
All the rest of the city painters are like, hey, Mike, you're blowing our spot up, bud.
Another job I think
what
I'd be...
we did in 2
Charging
days.
too much, dude.
Another job I think I'd be pretty good at because I love driving and I love road trips. Long haul trucking, dude.
They're in demand.
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
They're
but
in
they are in
demand.
demand. They are in demand. They'll pay you good money and they'll give you like $5,000.
I mean, you get to listen to all your favorite.
Bonuses,
listen to all your favorite podcasts.
That's probably what Teresa probably wants me to do.
I was
get
thinking
one of them
about
long
that.
haul jobs part time.
Me and
Get the hell out of here for 3 days.
Shower in the truck stops. Just figure it out.
You need to take Benny with you.
Well,
Have
Benny
you
would
figured
be
that
my
one?
fucking guy. Benny would be my guy.
Breaker.
He'd be like, pulling the little horn.
There would be
thing.
bounce around inside the cab and grab that, and it'd be bam every now and then.
Just long.
Get off the goddamn little rope, Benny.
I'd be like, hey, Rem,
Get
where
back
you going?
in the cab. Get back in the...
You dropping some things off in Ohio?
Yeah,
you
where are you
passing
going
through?
tonight, Rem? Where are you
what
going
if
tonight?
I go with you, man? I just want to say hello.
I just
you
think it'd be
coming
great.
back?
I love driving.
You'd be like Jerry Reed with that, what was the name of his hound dog?
Even though it gets a little harder when you get older to be in a fucking driver's seat for
No,
more
it
than
doesn't.
3
Not if
hours
you
at a
do
time.
stretches. That's why they do these things.
But for
to
more
make
than
sure
3
that your
hours at a
body's
He's
time.
pounding
like,
down. What was the name of Jerry Reed's dog, remember?
Oh,
I don't know.
You're asking the wrong guys right here, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, I know y'all seen him.
Dad, what's another job you think you'd be able to do?
Shoe salesman at a centipede farm.
Hey, got him.
That's pretty good. That's a lot of trying on shoes. No, anything, just about anything. I mean, that
Just a weird job. Think about a weird job that you would do. Like someone offer you the job and you're like, all right, I'll just go fucking do that.
I would kind of like to be an outside salesman for the lottery or something like that and go around the stores or whatever. I don't know. I mean, are you talking about a weird job?
Wait, so a lot of your jobs seem very boss related.
How about
like mob boss?
How about
related.
if you're like an outside salesman for lingerie on Del Mabry Highway and you're just like, okay, I'm a patient guy.
Like, oh no, this
you want to be a pimp?
Try that one on. You don't like no.
No, let's get you the tent.
They buy suits.
Let's get you the tent that has all the Buccaneers rugs and towels and
there
T-shirts. There you go. That's a good idea.
There
for
you
Dad.
go. I set up a tent every football season, especially around the playoffs and stuff.
You get you out there. You have the big throw rugs that have like the Lightning logos on them. They have the Bucks logos on them. Then you're selling T-shirts also. You're maybe selling some koozies. Maybe you got some smaller stuff.
Do you have any discounted rugs or those or what do they call them? Tapestries?
Tapestries.
There for 10 years ago, I got these Elvis Presley ones that didn't go over too well in Memphis. I got left over. I'll let you have them for $15.95 a piece.
I got to get all these off. I can't do it unless it's a group deal. You got to buy all 20 of them.
You buy the Tom Brady and the Gronkowski, I'm throwing in the Elvis Presley one.
Yeah, free Elvis Presley tapestry.
I can get you to sit down
buck.
with the Glazers. Do you want to sit down with Glazers? You get a lot?
And I could also, I think I could
work.
I think I could work
I'm
for
gonna do
like
this my own way, my buck.
I think I could work for like, say, you know, like a sports team, like, and I don't know what.
Like as a mascot?
There we go.
Do I look like a mascot?
Mascot. I think we.
No, I'm talking about you know, customer service, so ticket taker or some kind of thing, you know, or
I think mascots
with a pro sports team or whatever.
To get you in the lightning bug costume.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'd rather be like
the Buccaneers guy.
Yeah, or something like that.
Captain Fear.
Fire the
Captain Fear, I think is his name, right?
Which he ain't very fearful, but you know.
Well, what are you so afraid of?
Yeah,
Captain Fear?
Yeah, talk to us.
No, Captain
I'm
Fear,
afraid of getting rained on. I'm afraid of August and September.
Yeah, it's styrofoam in here. It's hot.
It's hot.
Ryan, what do you think? Another job you might be able to do.
Well, if you guys watched our Facebook video last week, I think I honestly could be a chef. It turned out really good. I honestly, if I think that I could do it, I've been cooking up some really, really good stuff and like really good things in the kitchen. For real, for real.
I doubt it.
And well, I mean, come on. We're talking about steak à bouche. We're talking about scallops en franche. We're talking about anything that you guys are en franche want.
Yeah, no, I still don't believe you.
No, for real. I think I could be. I think I could be a good chef. I think I could be a good chef. Yeah.
Steak en frange.
I don't know, man. I don't have too many jobs.
You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to be a music, like a band teacher, like marching band.
Oh,
now
like
that would
Mr.
require
Mason.
like Mr. Mason, man. When I was back in middle school, Mr. Mason, man, he taught us our middle school band. The dude could play basically every instrument a little bit. We didn't have any strings in the band, but he could pick up an oboe. He could pick up a fucking clarinet. He could pick up a saxophone,
woodwind, and trumpet,
and
stuff.
brass.
He
He could pick up a French horn. He could pick up a trumpet, a trombone. Didn't matter. And then he would also play the piano to kind of teach us our parts. And I just always respected that guy, and I thought it must be a nightmare wrangling middle schoolers that are trying to learn instruments, you know what I mean? And then get like a symphony together for the Christmas program every year he had to put on.
Dude, like the older you get, connecting the dots, you're like, wait, how old were middle schoolers? And you're like looking back at it, and you're like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, Mr.
Could you imagine trying to get seventh graders practice? Now remember that movie we watched with the drummers? Practice.
Yeah,
that's no good.
Yep,
that's off key.
You're behind.
Practice.
He had to do that with us all the time, and I
couldn't even imagine. I'd be like, you know what? You guys just suck.
You know, he was a very patient teacher. He was a very patient teacher, but honestly, like I liked the idea of knowing that there was one guy kind of like hoping to pull it all together. And we even went to Busch Gardens one year and we played. We had to go to Busch Gardens one year and we played on stage at Busch Gardens. It was really early on a Saturday. It was something like we didn't.
What instrument were you playing?
I was currently playing, I believe, percussion, but I had played tenor saxophone for him in the previous year. But I was playing percussion, and we went to fucking Busch Gardens on a bus. All these fucking idiot 7th and 8th graders. trying to play the most dog shit song I'm sure you've ever heard in your entire life.
Beethoven's Fifth.
Yeah, it just, oh, geez, God. But, I think that would be like the most rewarding thing because some kids, music develops the brain. It keeps you out of trouble. And if you teach some of these kids some of this early on in elementary or middle school, maybe get them into an instrument that they kind of like, you're keeping them off the streets. And I think that'd be a noble cause. That's something I think I would like to do, and I think I'd be good at doing.
I could imagine he probably was looking around. Where's Jeremy?
I think you would be a very good music teacher.
Out of the hospitality tent. You're too young for a free beer.
No, I feel like Jeremy, he's not going to be like Ned Schneebly from School of Rock.
No,
but,
it's not going to be
you're
that
definitely,
loose. Yeah.
Dude, I think you would absolutely thrive.
Yeah.
You kidding me? You'd thrive
Thanks,
in but they would probably put you in portable.
Well, for now,
I don't think you'd be on-prem. You'd be kind of off.
Well, they'd probably put him
by
in
the
a
highway,
portable.
But for now, Dad's going to stay perpetually.
Go to Mr. Breachak's, Mr. B. This is Mr. Breachak. This is Mr. Bree, or this is Mr. Yeah, I see that.
These are all dream jobs, but let's be realistic. Dad will be retiring in 1 month. Ryan is still unemployed, and I am I'm just still hospitality, running around a fucking restaurant. So until those days come, we hope you're listening to the podcast. Guys, as they call us the Breeze, we're going to take a quick little break. We got one more segment coming up. Like we said, we have the Ask Your Dad segment tonight, and it's all Christmas questions, so don't go anywhere with that. And then the Did You Know That segment's coming up directly next, and that is all Christmas as well. So, guys, there's only one way to do it. Let's get to it. Ryan, what do you say?
Get to it. Go.
I got a job.
I got a job. I'll pay you back. All right, guys. Bye.
With you. So I can go back in the co-room and get some candy.
Sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Welcome back. It is They Call Us the Breeze. We made it to episode 21.
Says it right up there.
Segment 4.
Top line. Feel
we
good
can
with
go out
candy.
and have a drink now.
That's right. I'd say we
We're
could have
all
a couple
legally-
Gus and Brews. I'd
Yeah,
say we could have a couple Gus and Brews.
KDs.
Dad's doing great. We're doing great. We're all having fun out here. It's episode 21.
Absolutely. We
They
always have
call us
fun in
the
a tiger
Breeze.
cage.
That's right.
As long as you don't get scratched.
Exactly. As long as you don't get that cat scratch fever.
Man,
It's a real thing. But anyway, They Call Us the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, episode 21, segment 4. We have the Go Ask Your Dad segment coming up very soon, you guys. All Christmas-related questions. It's a Christmas show.
It's a Christmas show.
But before we do that, something I like to do every once in a while. Christmas time is here. Mom actually, our producer
Yeah,
mom.
that sounded like Michael. That sounded like...
our producer mom
Bublé.
wanted me to note...
Bublé.
Bublé,
no,
yes.
No, the guy, the boxer.
Oh.
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Mom, our producer, wanted me to note that today is actually the premiere date, no matter how many years ago it was, of the Peanuts Christmas special.
No kidding. Are you friggin' serious?
So
You serious right now?
December 9th, so Christmas time.
And that,
Hey, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna knock that peanut's head off. I'm gonna knock that dude's peanut off.
the guy, the
head
planner,
off, and I'm gonna,
the hat off the
Charlie
planner
Brown.
guy?
Charlie Brown. I'm gonna knock his head off, and I'm gonna go to Peanuts, and I'm gonna knock.
Once
his head
again,
off.
out there in radio listener land, I don't know how many episodes we've referenced Mike Tyson's, but we're doing it again.
We're gonna
And
get 'em
that,
on. We're gonna get
folks,
'em on.
is exactly the Peanut song. Is exactly not Mike Tyson, not the planter guy.
Hey, Mike, how many beers have you drinking? He's like,
He'll
All
knock
right.
your head off. Is why we bought that Yamaha upright piano. Is because the boys were back in the bedroom, always playing, and especially Jeremy.
Like Schroeder from the Peanuts, the little blonde
Exactly,
kid,
and,
the little
and
blonde
me and
kid.
Mom were like, one day I was like, "What's that?" He goes,
Just
"I think he's
melancholy.
back there listening to a tape."
Oh, yeah.
So I go back in the bedroom. This is years ago, and I was like, "He's playing a little teeny tiny Casio electric piano."
He's trying to do
And
Charlie Brown.
and he's already laid these drum tracks down on this machine that his buddy lent him. And I was like,
Tascam 4.
I told Teresa, I said, I think we need to go get a piano. And so we, talked to Bob across the fence from Paul's house, that
Yep.
had that round house, and he owned the piano exchange downtown.
And we went and
And
got one.
imported all those pianos from Japan, And I was like, Yeah, go down there and pick one out. And we went down there one day, and it's like, we're getting a big piano. We're not getting a Casio. We're getting something they can't haul out of this house.
I went and I tried the piano out myself. I was the one that had to sit down at it and try it out and make sure it was legit. And I said, this will work. This will work. Speaking of Christmas presents that you just always want to get, boom, that's one. Well, guys, they call us The Breeze. And before we get going into the Ask Your Dad segment, we have a little bit of a Christmas Did You Know That? So let's do it.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Russell, did you realize that?
No, I did not realize that.
And
If I don't know it, Mom knows it. She'll let me know.
The more you
All right, so Did You Know That? It's a segment we do every once in a while. We don't do it every week, but it's little interesting facts from the internet and things. And, of course, I looked up Christmas facts for this week's show because we're getting into the holiday season.
Yes, we are.
So here are some things that you two...
Real nice, Clark.
Myself, I didn't even know these things, but, that's how I decide what makes the show and what doesn't. I didn't know these fucking things. I'm sure you guys didn't know these fucking things. What's the first song that was ever played in outer space? By the Guinness Book of World Records.
Outer space, when you mean the
Sinatra?
first astronauts that listened to?
The first thing, the first music that was played out into space from astronauts while they were up in space.
Our national anthem.
Like the Apollo programs, the first.
Yeah.
I'll say our national anthem.
Well, did you not say Christmas song?
I did say Christmas. It's Christmas themed. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Is that what it is?
I was going to say Peace on Earth.
Nope. The first
Looking
song,
down at Earth.
The first song that was played by the astronauts was Jingle Bells. And this is in the Guinness Book of World Records as far as the first song that was played in space. Apparently, the crew of the NASA's Gemini 6A spaceflight that went up in December 16th, around 1965, they played Jingle Bells.
I would have thought, if you think about it, Peace on Earth. You're looking down at the Earth.
You would think maybe like something like Silent Night.
Apparently, those guys aren't as cerebral as we're thinking, but
I think they went a little more basic with it. They played Jingle Bells, and Jingle Bells, I also learned, was actually written as a Thanksgiving song, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, Dashing Through the Snow. It doesn't really mention Christmas.
So whoever wrote Jingle Bells, is
it
very
doesn't
greedy,
really.
Right? Let's just
to
go ahead
grandmother's
and
house we go, so it could be any.
Well, you're thinking of Over the Hills.
Through the Dales.
And to grandmother's house we go, blah blah. But the Jingle Bells, and yeah, or the hills we go.
Yeah, they could be. They could be
on their way to Thanksgiving. Exactly.
Yeah,
so Jingle Bells was the first
before global warming. There was a lot of snow.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I thought it would have been. You know what? Merry Christmas, Yoko.
Did you know that?
I did not know that, and
Christmas,
that's
Joel.
Interesting. First song played in space was Jingle Bells, guys. Yeah. Did you know that?
Now I know that.
All right, so you know how we track Santa every year?
Yeah,
Yes.
by like
There's a
NOR
tracker,
satellites.
the NOR tracker. Or something.
It's actually pretty fun nowadays when you have your smartphone because you can go on and they have like the Google Maps and where Santa is.
Yep.
And I love when I'm drinking on Christmas Eve. Nothing tickles me more. I check it like I'm checking the weather.
It's always
dude.
like New York City at 2 a.m.
And then,
right?
Yep. And then
I
generally track him with like a 20 power laser scope with a 30-06 rifle, and then you got to lead him just a little bit.
Let me guess. You have some powder rifles in
Get
the
a little
trees,
salt lick out
right?
there.
You probably have some powder rifle in the trees,
but
like
you got to lead him.
the Patriot.
Depending on how close he is to the neighborhood, you might have to lead him by about 5 or 6
You know
feet.
what? I wonder if Dad actually would shoot up Santa. If
He probably would.
Drop.
He'd put out a salt lick, but instead of
I
salt
wouldn't
lick,
shoot Santa. I'm trying to shoot the
Or-
damn deer.
it's a
Or-
chocolate chip cookie lick.
I'm trying to shoot the deer.
Or Santa comes down and Dad has a nice
15
Budweiser
years
crack.
ago, I actually grazed his damn uniform. I was trying to hit the third deer back.
Norda is
Nordak.
Norda is the system, or Nordak is a system that tracks Santa every year.
Absolutely.
It's the North American Aerospace Defense Command.
Yes.
And they've been tracking Santa's journey around the world since
Gosh, I love Christmas.
1958. They've been tracking it since 1958, but how did it start? Did you know that?
I have no
Did
idea.
you know how it started?
Classroom 9.
know
Because I was born in 1960.
Well,
so I
in
don't know.
1955, Mr. Colonel Harry Shoup of the he was part of the Continental Air Defense Command Operations Center in
Air Force?
I would assume so, in Colorado Springs. He's sitting there one day,
Force. Oh.
and this little
Colorado.
kid This dumbass little kid in 1955 calls this wrong number. It's an unsolicited number, unlisted number, because it's literally the Continental Air Defense Command Operations Center.
Just curious.
The kid thinks he's calling Santa Claus in 1955, and Mr. Colonel Harry Shoup picks up the phone.
Now, where'd you find this at?
That's a
Did you know that, bud? It's the magic of Christmas. The guy picks up the phone and he's like, no, this is not Santa Claus, little buddy, but I will make sure that I keep an eye on his flight from the North Pole and will make sure he gets everywhere safe. And he assured the little kid that they would make sure that Santa Claus got around safely. And then the idea kind of like flickered after the call was over, and he's like, we need to start some sort of tracking system for all the kids in America that are like waiting to know where Santa is at any. That's how it all started. I thought that was a really sweet story.
So I wonder like how
it is.
Like, okay, let's
I want to cry.
Be real. Hang on.
If Russell Rhodes heard this story, he'd be crying.
He would. Love you, brother. I love you, brother. That's what he'd do.
Did you know that?
But honestly, I wonder, because you said 65 is kind of when it...
No, 55 is when the kid made the phone call. 58 is when they first started like advertising they were tracking Santa.
And let's be real, like we probably only started to see it on our cell phones in the past 8 years. So this thing's been around on paper.
I'm talking about TV when you guys were kids.
On the radio.
I'm getting to, Dad.
Well,
I'm
TV.
getting to the fact that 55 was when the call was made. And so they had the idea to do it. So they've been actually just doing it out of the good joy of themselves for years and years and years before
the good joy
iPhone.
Of kids.
For the kids.
Before the iPhone even came on.
And now every major network television
whoever this guy is
tracks it.
Whoever this guy is that decided that we're going to give this the green light is St. Nicholas, dude. For real.
Kind of really in America, right?
Colonel Harry Shoup. Like I said, he's in Colorado. He was in Colorado Springs.
It's all that peyote.
That's where he was.
God bless you in your grave, Colonel. I'm sure he's gone by now.
Colonel Shoup, legalize it.
Yeah, legalize it. Exactly. All right. Last did you know that I got for you guys?
Did you know that?
Nope.
The 12 Days of Christmas, right? We all know the song.
I'm still held up on that.
If you add up all the gifts from the 12 Days of Christmas over and over again, meaning you're going to count the partridge in a pear tree 12 different times.
So you got 12
so you have
times
like 80
1, 2, 3,
birds,
4,
right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It adds up to 364 gifts. That's the total number of gifts that you get.
How many birds, though?
Well, I got screwed
all right, so
year.
who knows? What do you guys know? So the first one, day one, is the partridge in the pear tree, right?
In a partridge.
So you have to run that.
What were two? Dad, you have two. What's two?
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Two what?
I can't say it on air.
What?
No, you don't have it?
Two turtle doves, 3 French
turtle
hens,
doves, yeah,
4.
3 French hens.
So what you have to do is you have to times
5
1 down the scale.
golden rings.
4 calling birds.
4 calling birds.
3 French hens. 2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a
All right, what's 6? What's 6?
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
6 blank.
6 swans are swimming.
Nope, that's 7.
Different bird.
Different bird. 6 geese a laying. Either they're fucking or they're
golden
laying
eggs.
And
they're
then-
laying the golden egg.
And then 7.
7 swans swimming. He had that
8
one. Think about a dairy farm.
maids a milking.
There he is. 8 maids a milking. 9. Think about a
Ladies
strip
dancing.
club. Yep. All right, Dad's getting it, dude. 10.
10 lords a leaping.
Jesus, he is, dude. Dad is crushing this list right now, and he cannot see it. I'm just throwing that out there.
Because this is their FCAT back in the
All
day.
right. Back in the 70s, yeah, that was their FCAT test. They had to answer all the... All right, 11.
They didn't have to ask how many different verbiations you could make of it. They
All
just
right.
asked you to list
I'm going
it.
to give you a hint here for 11. If Ryan and I aren't smoking a joint, we're usually using a...
Bong.
Nope.
Pipe.
Something smaller.
Yeah.
11 pipes
Piper's
of pipers piping.
There you go.
12
Dave Grohl's. 12 Dave Grohl's.
drummers drumming.
And there it is, dude. The 12 days of...
golden eggs.
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Christmas, everyone. Dad, I am so proud of you, man.
Hey, the wet bandits are come steal
Dude,
all your fucking tips.
Dad had like all of those, man.
He really
Dad had all of those. I literally pasted it on my board here so that I could see it.
Well, that's only because I've heard that
No,
song
I
like
was like-
1,826 times in my lifetime.
I was watching it go through. I was like, no way. And
No way.
He
just
just
kept rolling
fired off
through
the
it,
hip.
dude.
Hey, did you know that? Go ask your dad.
Oh, man.
you know that?
Good job for you, Dad. Good
Don't
job.
ask me that same question in 10 years.
Yeah.
What?
I'm proud
That's
of
the
you.
most thinking
I'm
you've
proud.
had
11
done in a long
What are you talking about?
Oh,
I ain't no
geez.
damn song about no 12
And
days of Christmas.
That is exactly why.
That's Hanukkah.
That's exactly why we ask our dad, because Dad has all the best advice. Dad knows the maths. Dad knows the sciences.
Dad
Before his
tell you.
memory's all gone.
Yeah, if that didn't
Soon
tell you
as
right there.
soon as I leave Alro on January 28th, you know that game where you take the little plastic pencil, it's got the little gray background and the plastic sheet, and you write on it, and it's all gone.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Etch-a-Sketch. Or no,
No, you know.
not Etch-a-Sketch, but yeah, it's like
It's the cheap little things that you get in the damn dollar stores or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. There's like three
January
little things, and
29th.
it's generally...
It's all gone.
I love it. I love it. Well, guys.
I'm not just talking about work. I'm talking about everything.
Oh, no, I hear you. 100%.
I've already forgot about how to hit
us
a golf
too.
ball.
All right, well, speaking...
Who are you?
Going on the Christmas mailbag, we have the Go Ask Your Dad segment, so let's do that. All right, the first question before we
can't
leave
wait
the
to
show
see
tonight.
you
First
retire.
question, Dad, comes from Allison, and she's from
Howdy, Allison.
Aurora, Illinois.
Illinois.
She says, what's your favorite Christmas gift that you might have received as a kid? And I'm assuming she
As a
means
kid,
like
probably a
a
train
kid.
set.
train set.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because I
Was
like
that
trains.
one that you asked for?
Now,
or...
how was described? Can you describe the train set? Was it a
No,
good
like
one?
an HO scale train set with, track and everything like that. Electric.
Did you put it around the Christmas tree?
No.
No.
Hell no. That ain't real. You got to put trees and buildings and stuff
Was it
like
one of
that.
those that you can put on the track and you have to just press the green light and it lets it go by himself, or you can control it by your hand?
Little box?
Now, did you wear a cute little conductor hat while you did the train
No,
thing?
sir.
No? Well, you're taking all the magic out of it. The train
I
set.
don't reckon I had a damn hat, but I hear that train a coming. That's the first. That's the damn
Wait,
first
no,
album I
let's
ever
get-
bought
let's
when I
get
was
back-
in when I was in third grade. First album I ever
So
bought
he
was
started out with model trains and he ended up with Johnny Cash. I
Yeah,
guess
there you
Allie,
go.
I don't think we're
Hey,
doing-
and I got you guys to play a guitar. What else could you ask for from Santa?
everything shit trickles downhill.
Look, I don't think we're giving Allie the answer that she wants. All right, so
What was the
why,
first-
Why
I-
do you?
I like
let's-
trains. I like
You
trains.
love trains. Why is it? Is it because it's on time?
Well, because
it's something that's finite that you
no,
can't
it's
move
just
around.
a locomotive. It's going down through the mountains. It's the scenery. I just like trains.
And they're from point A to point B. You can't mess with
It
them.
has nothing to do with the transportation or what they're hauling. It has the beauty of a
Ryan's
train.
trying to
I
OCD
don't-
shame you right now, and he's not going to get away
It
with
has the beauty of a train engine and a bunch of box cars after it going on tracks through mountains and up and down
Where would
hills.
you be
and
able to
through
put
cities.
a train set in your house growing up, though?
Up your ass.
Well,
Yeah,
I own the
if it
whole
was
land.
up your ass, you'd know.
No, I mean through a tunnel.
Well, Allison from Aurora, Illinois. I hope you got your
I like
answer there.
trains.
Next question we have comes from Carson. He is from Lawrence, Kansas. Love you out there in Lawrence. Get Up Kids Land.
That's a good name for
Colfax
Lawrence,
Land.
Kansas.
Yeah, we love Anniversary Land.
You ride horses or you rope or anything like that, Carson? Because that's out there.
This band right here is from Lawrence, Kansas. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
Jimmy. Goddamn, Jimmy,
Yeah.
you need a lot of luck. All right.
All right, so Carson from Lawrence,
Well,
Kansas.
you need to send me off, turn
I
me
thought
out
I
how to
didn't
be a
need
real
luck.
cowboy.
I think you did. I thought you didn't lead luck. Well, not
When
when you're
I-
showing
how long
horses, Jimmy.
How long I'll be out here till you become a
God
cowboy?
Damn it, Jimmy.
Carson
God
wants to
damn
know.
it, Jimmy.
Carson wants to know what your favorite Christmas movie is, Dad.
Ooh.
Well, I would like to say, the funniest one that it depends whether you want to laugh or not, and me and my boys, Chevy Chase and Christmas
Hell yeah.
Vacation.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
that's funny, but and then you can't
nice
dismiss the one with Ralphie and trying not to shoot
Christmas
his
Story.
eye out.
Yeah, Christmas Story.
The
Right.
Grinch. The Grinch. Jim Carrey's funnier
You
than
know,
hell.
but that so obviously I'm all about comedy. Yeah, the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Him and Max.
But he loves
Mark.
Elf. You love Elf. You gotta love Elf.
And I like Elf. Everything's got to be comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, the old classics, that's fine and dandy, but
Miracle on 34th Street and stuff like that.
Here's
It's
the
a good life.
Jimmy Stewart and everything. That's
a good
That's
life.
all
Yeah.
great, but laugh.
Throw some laughs
Everybody
in there.
needs to laugh.
I'm gonna piggyback on.
it takes less stress on your muscles in your face if you're smiling than you're grinning, or
I'm gonna-
you're
Clark Griswold.
Can I piggyback off of who was our mailbag question?
That was Chris from Lawrence,
Can I
Kansas.
piggyback off of Chris' question and just ask, what do you think makes
Carson. Sorry,
Carson. What do you think makes a great holiday movie? What do you think makes a great Christmas movie?
You got to have a little bit of Santa magic in there, which is what Elf did at the end of Elf. Like they were like, Santa actually is real. And we actually need everybody to believe in him.
Timestamp classic.
Well,
to where it makes adults kind of be like, oh shit, Santa's real. Like you got to throw that part in.
and have family together and enjoy themselves, and have some kind of surprise for some little kid or whatever, or even an adult. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were
Yeah.
asking for something or you were asking for something,
I think that's why Elf does a really good job, right?
And
It
then,
blends it.
and then joy, happy, laugh,
Yeah.
laugh,
We
laugh,
all get
laugh,
together
laugh.
at the end.
Plus
Laugh.
Soundtrack's
Plus
important.
Soundtrack's
Plus,
huge.
yeah.
I think laughing.
Soundtrack is huge.
Smile. If you can't say anything else more than anything, smile, because you know why you smile, because you got a warm
I really
spot in your heart.
can't stay.
So yeah, and if they're acting goofy or
Doesn't
whatever
really
makes
matter.
you laugh,
Yeah.
whatever makes you laugh, because when you're laughing, and it doesn't matter whether it's you're having dinner or you're just out playing, in the street and whatever. Somebody got a drone and
It's family.
you're all goofing
It's
off.
family, and everybody's having.
If you're laughing, then there's a smile on your face. Then there's
There's just no
warmth
snow.
in your heart.
There's no snow. I want some snow.
All right, we'll get into the snow thing.
We'll get into the
next
snow.
Yeah,
episode.
we'll go
Actually.
north.
All right, last question I have for you tonight in the mailbag. It's Jared from Manning, South Carolina, and he says, "Are there any family traditions that you guys do on Christmas? Any games you play or anything that you do specifically?"
Well, we used to way back when I used to take the boys out in the woods, and I was like, "Go run! I'm gonna try to shoot you in the ass with a BB gun. If you hide behind that tree, I probably can't hit you. So that's your
manhunt.
best chance."
Manhunt. That's what that was.
But no, I'm just making that up.
Christmas manhunt.
I'm just making that up. I would never do that.
He called it stocking hunt.
Yeah, stocking hunt.
One thing we do on this very radio table every year that we're going to have to clear off all the microphone stands for this year, because the table that we play this game every year on is currently
And it gets a little rowdy.
it gets a little, so you got to make sure.
And
all
Mom
the-
come up with this
little
about
bit.
4 or 5 years ago,
Mom
and it's
comes-
awesome.
So explain to everybody what that is.
So mom goes out and buys all these gift certificates and candies and
Scratch
off.
scratch off tickets, and she wads them into a ball about the size of
A football, maybe
about twice the size of a softball or whatever,
like a volleyball,
and
maybe
just
size.
wraps them in cellophane. So when we start out, you can't even tell what's inside
So
there.
what
You
it
can't
is?
see through
Yeah,
it.
there's about 6 or 7 people or 8 people, whatever. Everybody's
Whoever's
gathered
here,
around a
whoever's
table,
here, everybody's
and
gets
you
a
have
prize.
dice. It's a dice game too.
Yep,
Am I wrong?
Yep.
As
Dice.
soon as you roll doubles, you have to give it over or something. Or no, as soon as you roll doubles,
You get to unwrap it, or
well, how does
No.
it go? It's
no, it passes
No, yeah,
around when
you're
you roll a
unfolded.
number, you have to pass it off.
No, you're unfolding. The person left of you, they're rolling.
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah,
soon as
yeah.
they roll doubles, you pass it to
Yep,
the left.
yep, that's
and you
it,
just keep
that's
going
the
down.
game.
Yeah.
So everybody has to like frantically unwrap this
Yeah.
huge
And that
cellophane
guy is
ball.
rolling them dice as fast as he can.
I know.
because
I'm
what
gonna
we're
bring
gonna
it.
pass to him
I'm gonna
pass
bring
it.
I'm gonna
or
bring
her.
a gun. I'm gonna bring a gun.
Because what you do is, as you're unrolling it, obviously
guns.
different gift cards fall out, different scratchers fall out, and you get to keep whatever falls out while you're
While you-
unwrapping it.
wow,
so the
so
guy
cool.
ahead of you is trying to roll doubles so that you don't get all the good prizes, and the good prizes are deeper down in the ball. So you constantly, everybody's passing it every time they roll doubles. You
Well,
have to
they're not.
pass it.
I don't think Mom necessarily puts the good or bad prizes toward the center. I think she just. I
Are
think she
you
lays
kidding
it,
me, Mom? She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, Mom.
She's placing them, Dad.
The house
You
always
kidding me?
wins. The house always wins.
I feel like Mom always.
I never win anything.
Mom's
it
a
always
boss.
goes to you guys, and Stephanie and Kurt, and
It's by design. By design.
It's like that meme when it's like the mom, when you wake up in Christmas and like there's that one gift that you asked for, and then all of a sudden it appears in the back and she has her coffee and she's like,
No, this is
She
the
has
best.
a smile on her face, and you're
Nope.
like, oh, yeah, that's
Here's the
gift.
best move, and they've
Even
done
though
it.
Mom
Mom
never
and Dad
drank
did it
coffee.
to me about twice. Mom and Dad did it to me about twice in my life. The best move is, I think we got one more present around the corner
what's
here.
that behind
I think there's one more present we
geez.
missed, and it's always the thing. You're like the Nintendo 64. It's literally wrapped, and it's behind the wall. And they're like, and you're like, fuck, I guess I don't get a Nintendo 64 this year. And they're like, hey, we got
What
one
is that?
more present over
Is
there.
that a 1978 classic
Studebaker?
Fender Telecaster
Or you could
Fender
always-
Telecaster custom guitar?
Hey, you could tell the gift that you're getting, right? If you ask for Dad to assemble something, if he's waking up at 7 a.m. and he looks like he had a night, that means you're getting that gift because he was up all night assembling that mother.
You know what? I have an idea for the next podcast. For all of you out there listening, make sure you tune in next week. We're going to each talk about when and how we discovered Santa Claus was not real. All right, guys.
I know for sure.
Oh, I know mine for sure. We'll talk about it. Guys,
Probably after
this
my
is-
bunk
Oh,
bed.
I
Call us
can
the
I can
breeze.
see it still today.
All right. I can't wait to get into that next episode 22. So, guys, make sure you don't go anywhere. Tell your friends about it. And for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. It's They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you next week, guys. All right. Bye, everybody.
love you.
Good night. We love you.